In 1991, the internet went public, but it wasn't until April 30th, 1993 that the World Wide Web got the final general public release. It's actually kind of weird to even picture a world before Facebook, Reddit, and even Google. Yep, there was a time before Google. A time when insane things such as Yahoo refusing a stake in Google happened just because they were too blind to see its potential. Yahoo what? Exactly. Now imagine a hidden corner of the internet where the seeds of today's online communities were first planted. Welcome to Usenet, the grandpappy of all online hangouts where the internet's wildest and juiciest dreams began. By now, you're probably thinking, what the hell is Usenet? Sounds familiar, but you just can't place it. Am I right? Long before there were flashy websites and social media platforms, there was Usenet. Think of it as a digital time capsule from the late 1970s, a place where people from all around the world gathered to share ideas, stories, and even files. It was like a giant global message board, the original social network where anyone could just join the conversation. Sounds familiar? I'm talking about you, Reddit. You're not the original. Have you ever seen the videos where Gen X's compare themselves to Gen Zs? It's quite funny.
Gen X is the last of the feral and wild and free children. It's like Lord of the Flies. We were all raised by each other.
Talking about just how hardcore they used to be growing up and how much better they are. All that testosterone and resilience, the zest for life and lack of skinny jeans and arguments about pronouns. Well, think of Usenet as the cool Gen X guy who knew all the tricks before they were cool. To get a mutant like that today, you would have needed Reddit and Dropbox to have a retro baby back in the 70s. Usenet comes from the time when you could find a community for any interest, share files, and dive into endless discussions all before the internet as we know it today even existed. Usenet was and still is a treasure trove of knowledge and conversation. If you love Reddit, you'd love Usenet. With its lax moderation and decentralization, this was the internet jungle. Usenet still is like a giant global message board, but instead of one big notice board, imagine thousands of smaller boards called newsgroups. When you post a message or a file, it gets shared across the entire network of servers all around the world. This way, even if one server goes offline, your message isn't lost. It's like having your messages copied and pasted to countless bulletin boards globally, ensuring it's always available. Unlike today's websites that rely on single central servers, Usenet is that rebel kid in the corner of a room thinking that he's too cool for school. It spreads its information across a network of interconnected servers. Imagine a spider web, where each node is a server holding pieces of conversations and files. If one thread breaks or one server goes down, the web still remains intact and the information is still accessible from other parts. This decentralization means that Usenet is resilient and robust, always keeping the conversation going. Sure, you don't have the powerful moderation of Reddit, but who cares? You're a Gen X, the hardy one, right? From cat lovers to sci-fi geeks, Usenet has a newsgroup for everyone. Imagine stepping into a library where every room is dedicated to a different topic, and each one is buzzing with lively conversations. Hell, not a library. This is a club with different rooms and dance floors. This is where you close the blinds in the windows to purposely ignore the day-night cycle and party till you can't anymore. Whether you're into obscure 80s movies, deep scientific debates, or the latest tech trends, there's a community waiting for you. The diversity is just mind-boggling. And here's the kicker, Usenet isn't just for chatting. You can share all sorts of files, images, videos, software, you name it. It's literally like this weird blend of Reddit's diverse forums and Dropbox's file-sharing magic, all wrapped up into this delicious retro package. Knowledge, nostalgia, something for everyone, no matter how niche your interest might be. And the best part? You're never passive. On Usenet, you're literally encouraged to jump in, share your thoughts, ask questions, and contribute files. It's a collaborative, interactive space where your contributions help keep the actual conversations alive and ever evolving. Some of the earliest memes and internet slang originated on Usenet. Back in the early days of internet, Usenet was where the culture shakers hung out. There's this one legendary Usenet story about the creation of the famous LOL acronym. Legend has it that in the depths of a heated debate, somebody mistyped lots of love as lots of loves. And the rest is history. LOL became the go-to abbreviation for laughter on the internet. Usenet was also the birthplace of some of the earliest internet memes, from the iconic "I can has cheeseburger cat" to the legendary "all your bays are belong to us." These quirky inside jokes and cultural references shaped the early internet culture and continue to influence meme culture to this day. Getting on Usenet is easier than you think. Just like signing up for an internet service, you need two things: Usenet provider and a newsreader. Think of them as your gateway to Usenet. They give you access to Usenet servers where all the action actually happens. Look for a provider that suits your needs, with good retention rates, which means how long articles are kept, and completion rates, which is how available the posts are. Some popular providers include Giga News, Usenet Server, and News Hosting. This is your personal Usenet browser. Just like Chrome and Firefox for the web, a newsreader lets you navigate Usenet, browse newsgroups, and download files. There are plenty of options out there, from the simple and user-friendly to more advanced with extra features. And while Usenet might seem like a blast from the digital past, with a bit of practice and sprinkle of patience, you'll be surfing those newsgroups like a pro, blazing your own digital trail through this nostalgia-driven cyberspace. And look, before you do, set your expectations right. Understand that while Usenet once used to be a bustling hub of digital discourse, it has seen a decline in recent years. Usenet has always had many draws, but as the nature of us human beings goes, over time, the decentralized nature of Usenet made it an attractive haven for all illicit activities. With its lack of centralized control, it became a breeding ground for illegal file sharing and other nefarious activities. Bootleg movies, pirated software, and counterfeit goods found their way on Usenet's virtual streets, tarnishing its reputation and driving away law-abiding users. Then there's the rise of streaming services and social media, the platforms that provided users with more convenient alternatives for accessing content and connecting with others. Why wade through text-based discussions on Usenet when you can watch your favorite shows on Netflix, right? Or share memes with your friends on Facebook. As a result, Usenet's user base dwindled, and its once thriving communities became ghost towns. The decline of Usenet serves as a cautionary tale about the fragility of digital ecosystems and the importance of adapting to changing trends. However, despite its decline, Usenet still retains a loyal following of enthusiasts who value its unique features and rich history. With concerted efforts to address its shortcomings and adapt to modern demands, Usenet could potentially experience a revival in the future, kind of like the good old vinyl record. Alright, that's it. You've got the keys to the digital kingdom. So go forth, my friends. Usenet awaits. Be brave, dive in headfirst, and let your curiosity run wild. Explore new worlds, connect with like-minded folks, and share your digital adventures along the way. But hey, before you gallop into the digital sunset, remember to pack your trusty sidekick. RapidSeedbox proxies. Remember, Usenet is no slouch. This is no Reddit. So this is why use protection. Always pack a RapidSeedbox proxy in your pocket. You know, just to be on a safe side. You don't want to catch something nasty. And with RapidSeedbox, you'll be riding high on the digital frontier in no time. Just remember, with great power comes great responsibility. So play nice, stay safe, and enjoy the ride.